welcome to Command & Conquer Replays. Today we're going to be watching a match between Samuetto, ranked number 10 currently, and Don Corleone, ranked number 18. This map is the Bullseye map. Samuetto blue in the bottom left hand side and Don Corleone yellow in the top right. We've got 2 power plants out by Samuetto. So far we're just following from Samuetto's point of view as he sends out scouts and defenders, presumably. Samuetto, from watching some of his matches previously, likes to go in for quick attacks and kind of sneak around the enemy with a battalion of troops. Let's see what he gets up to today. I'm getting a scout into the start of the Dawn's base, creating a little bit of visibility and using his grenadier wisely there while he builds his ore refinery. Kind of slightly curious why he built 2 power plants at the start. He could have got the same reach without it, and he could have built the second power plant a little bit later when his ore truck was already getting the ore. I guess it did give him a slight bit of extra reach. And you can see the Dawn's playing similar to a lot of the top players, where the ore truck gathers the ore just beneath where the war factory is to place the war factory there, and out comes a second ore refinery then next just below the war factory, giving good access to the current ore patch and the ore just across the dirt track in the more central island. So what do we have here? We can see that Samuetto doing the same. The ore factory did seem a little bit far from the ore refinery. I wonder if he placed another building or the reach was just okay on that. And starting to build towards the back of his base now. The Dawn is going for the gems in the center. While Samuetto sends a couple of troops in to die. Also, Samuetto, rather than wasting his scouts, seems to have held them back and used them to take out a couple of the Dawn's troops at both the right hand side of Dawn's base and the bottom of Dawn's base. And in comes his tanks to stop the Dawn getting the good ore. The gems in the middle, and the first tank battle of the match commences. 4 tanks versus 3 tanks and a lot of men. In comes an additional 2 tanks by the Dawn, and Samuetto retreats. In comes some men. We can see we have a group 1 and a group 2. Group 1 is the tanks, group 2 is the men. Looks like the Dawn has the advantage with the tanks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 tanks versus 4 currently. 5 versus 2. Not looking good for Samuetto. 4v4. We also have some troops, some men sneaking into the Dawn's base while the Dawn focuses on the tank battle. Still not looking great for Samuetto, but he is attacking an ore refinery in the background. And I don't think the Dawn's noticed. Dawn selling the ore refinery. Get a couple of men and some money, while the tank battle continues. Samuetto retreating a bit. Just not enough tanks to push the Dawn back. The Dawn sending in reinforcements, while Samuetto now attacking the construction yard and retreating his men back further from the defending forces in Dawn's base. Looks like Samuetto starting to get the upper hand. in the tank battle here. While he also goes for the power plant. The tank battle has finished. It looks like Dawn's retreated his last tank back to reinforcements. And just taking some attention, focusing on getting rid of these annoying, pestering troops in the back. Very Samuetto style. And then the tank battle resumes. Samuetto seems to have the advantage now. With the amount of tanks, Dawn a bit more credits, a bit less tanks. It's not looking good for the Dawn. Samuetto slowly moving the tank battle closer and closer away from his own base and closer to the Dawn's. We're now battling in the Dawn's ore patch, destroying the ore beneath the Dawn's feet. Another war factory out by the Dawn to try to use up some of them credits that have been gathering. To increase the build speed, he does need the build speed with only 3 tanks on the field. 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, about 8 tanks, 9 with the new one coming in by Samuetto. It's just not fast enough for the Dawn. Better to sell than to lose. I am kind of slightly of the opinion, I think Tesla out, but with so many tanks, it doesn't last. A bit of a waste of money. I kind of feel like the Dawn might have been better retreating, letting the buildings be lost, building up a couple of tanks, maybe a Tesla coil, and then coming back in. But I'm not ranked number 18. Very far from it. The Dawn selling up, and what's 3 tanks left there? I guess he didn't have much of a choice. Good game, guys. And we can see that Samuetto, quite a large base, quite a lot of ore refineries, 3 war factories, and no problem to maintain the war. Let's look at the stats. Samuetto getting more resources, but only slightly. Units killed higher, buildings raised higher as well. I guess potentially then a couple of troops that he got behind the lines created a bit of an imbalance that he then used to finish the game. If you liked the video, please click the like button. If you want to see more, subscribe to the channel, and all comments and support are welcome. Thanks for watching. Catch you in the next one. Bye now.